Hello, guys. This is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now, look, I am here to talk about Latisha Scott briefly. I will throw in her husband, Marcel Scott, briefly. I want to talk about that scene where Latisha and Kimmy was at the Yoni Spa. Now, I was trying to bring up that scene. I couldn't find it anywhere. OWN had it posted on their website, but they've since taken it down. But my question is, who is Latisha Scott? Does she even know? And right now, it's proof that she doesn't even know who she is. She's questioning herself. Now, this is not a diss. This is like not kicking someone when they're down. But from that scene, I don't know about y'all, but it's clear that she is conflicted. She is battling. She is stressed. And she is battling with all this innuendo of what's going on with her husband or what's not going on with him, right? Because Marcel is foul. Marcel is not an actor. To my knowledge, he has not gone to acting school. Okay. And yes, the producers of these reality TV shows can insinuate, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Do this, do that. But I'd be damned if a producer of any reality show say, why don't you pretend like you cheating on your wife? Why don't you do this? Why don't you let a picture pop up with your back in it? Or allegedly, I don't know if that was him or not, but I'm just saying. They not saying, go to Africa by yourself. Make it seem like you was with somebody. They not saying go to Atlanta and say you was with Chris Fletcher for hours, and let it come out later that you wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, come on, friend. No. Ain't nobody doing that. They're not doing that. Producers, they are insinuating stuff, to make it more interesting, plots and all that. We get it. As viewers, we get it. But dude and sir and miss, all this stuff keeps coming out here and there, backwards and forwards. This month, that week, this week, that year, this year. Come on, girl. You said it yourself with your head bobbling. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And So, and don't get me wrong, I love her as well. And, trust me, if I had a boyfriend or a husband where I kept hearing this stuff, I'm going to have to address it. I'm going to just have to have one of them jerking moments where I'm crying and like, look, is this happening? Are you doing this to me? Are we done? Like, because I've done it. If you talk to any previous boyfriend, husband or whatever, they'll tell you Shar is emotionally driven, like most women. I am, and I take a lot of stuff personal. So I already know I'm gonna have to go there with you. And we take a lot from our men, we do, but can only go to a certain level, because what I ain't gonna do is start getting big and eating a lot. And if I do, it's just because I'm stressed for other reasons. But I don't want to start getting big and all that. Tell me something, am I pregnant, when your husband had a vasectomy? Girl, stop. You're not pregnant. She's stress eating. She's eating because she's stressed, because she won't address the elephant in the room or the elephant in the back of her head. And the elephant is your man cheating or not? Like, you tired of hearing it. It keeps coming up. Now she's second guessing. Is she a businesswoman? Should she even been doing business? And, I've said many, many times on many other videos, everybody not cut out for entrepreneurship. Everybody not cut out to run their own business. And it's not a diss. Some people enjoy working for others, because to be totally candid, I've felt about myself like, I don't know. I kind of like working behind the scenes or being a number two. I used to think that, like, I should be a number two. Like, I'm good at the number two spot, because I say being in the number one spot is like, you got to speak up. You got to be assertive. You got to be talking to all these people. I don't know if I want to do all that. I'm more of a creative in a sense, a little bit. Like, I'll put a whole scene together, a setting together, the color, the ambiance, the music, this, that, and the other. I like that part of it or whatever. But but to run the business, you got to do all parts. You got to be in the front, the center, the middle, the end. Talking to people, sending this out, sending that out, being the creator, being the secretary, being the PR person. All that. So, and that's a heavy burden to carry when you got other stuff on your mind, like your marriage, and if your husband is cheating. So we already have seen many, many debacles from Latisha. When she has posts, she's spelling stuff wrong. First of all, you gotta proofread, boo. You gotta proofread. You gotta make sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody make mistakes, typos. It's not a diss in that way, but I'm just saying how when your mind can get cluttered with other stuff, especially if you stress, you gonna start making mistakes. You know what I mean? Because you're not crossing your T's, you're not dotting your I's, because you're not paying attention to detail. And that's what happens when you have a lot of stuff going on, got a lot of things on your mind or whatever. What else? The expo being kind of unorganized and thrown together. And mind you, her confidant, her partner, her man, her husband, he ain't no businessman neither. I don't think he graduated from college. And that's not a diss, because a lot of people have not graduated from college. That does not spell success necessarily for everyone. There are millions of people in the world who have not graduated college that are doing well for themselves, or are millionaires or 100,000aires or whatever. So, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how everybody else had their degrees and their credentials posted on the wall at Scope when I did that video way back. I forgot the name of it, but you could check the playlist. But he didn't have his up there. He didn't have his plaque. He didn't have his degree or his credentials. So it let me believe that you probably started in school doing that mess. No, not that mess, but doing general contracting, and you didn't even finish, which lends to why you're not thorough, right? Like, because he probably wasn't there for that part of the program when they went over fine-tuning certain parts of a construction site, or narrowing in on details. When the project is at a certain point, this is what you should be doing, right? I mean, I don't know. I might be throwing a needle in a haystack here, but I'm just saying this might be why he's being sued, or their company is being sued, allegedly. Don't know if it's true, don't know if it's not, but it's public record out there in Alabama, but allegedly, okay. But it might be why they're being, because you really don't know how to secure a site for it to be, on point for people that are paying you. So, and this is not the first time that we've heard about Marceau and his business practices being shady, not on the level, and messy in the sense of, like, literally messy. Like, the job site is messy, stuff ain't put together, stuff all over the place, stuff not organized. You know what I mean? I would never walk into a site that Marceau is working on, because something might fall down on your A. The floor might cave in, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing you don't want to do, is following behind a general contractor that don't cross the T's and don't dot the I's. I'm sorry. The house can cave in on your A, messing around with that. So, yeah. But, he don't know what he's doing either as it relates to business. Okay? So it's like the blind leading the blind. They ain't gonna say to Mel in a previous episode, it just seemed like you coming up with ideas, letting it hit the wall to see what stick. Boo. That's what you doing. That's what you do. That's what you do. But thing is, the difference between you and Mel is that nothing sticks. Nothing sticks. You know what I mean? Nothing sticks. And then, too, to be an entrepreneur, you got to be likable. People got to like y'all. Okay? People got to like you to be able to follow you, to follow your brand, and to want to buy into your brand or your personality. You got to be likable, and you're not. Marceau is not likable. And because Tisha gives off these traits of being a mean girl, because she is lightweight, jealous or envious of, and it ain't just male, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think it's just male that she's envious of. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that's where it started. Because, when she was in that race with her, competition, when she was in that race with her, she realized she started falling behind because she don't have all the traits, all the qualities, to make this stuff happen. Right. So she started realizing that. And instead of horning in to male or whomever to get those qualities that she felt like she was lacking down point, the blueprint, like Melanie was telling her, she decided to just start being jealous and envious and being a mean girl. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not just male she's jealous of. She's jealous of Miss Nail. Okay. Her and her husband, they tried to act like they didn't know what the Fletchers did. I mean, nothing else, that Fletcher sells homes that you can't even afford. The homes he sells not even in your tax bracket. So I would have understood if he had been like, I haven't never even seen the home or the homes that you sell, because you shouldn't even be over in them neighborhoods, no way. So, and then Tisha was like, oh, well, she bouncing her neck and her head. Well, she runs a daycare. Oh, she is so annoying. So you know what they do. And according to the Fletchers, and I believe male cosigns, not to say that I'm thinking they're lying. I don't think they're lying, but I'm just saying, according to the Fletchers, they are movers and shakers in Huntsville. They are part of the who's who, and they are on that level of elite in Huntsville because of their tax bracket. Now, everybody know when you have been in the real estate game for years and years and years, it puts you on another level because you're selling homes, you're selling properties, and that's big money. All these financial wealth people, they always say property. That's the way to go. So he's been selling homes for 20 some odd years. So you already know they're on a level. They're on a certain level. So, and that's why the Scotts was playing them that way, because they play everybody that way that's above them. Always try to bring them down when they are the ones that, literally are on their knuckles. And everybody start on their, not everybody, but some people, a lot of us start on our knuckles, but we try to come up. We try to get it out the mud, as they say in the hood. And but the real ones, if they don't make it, they can't come up. They just keep grinding until they don't grind no more. You know what I mean? They don't sit up and try to downplay or diss people or whatever. Most people, they just don't say ish. You know what I mean? And that's the people I know. They just don't say ish. You know what I mean? Because they know if they say ish, they keep talking mess, you seem like a hater. And so for those people who actually feel like they want to diss and this and that, when they know these people are on the level, it's called hateration. So, yeah, those are just my views. Those are just my views. You guys drop down comments. Tell me what you think. Please like the video, subscribe, hit your notification, and I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, y'all, I had to come back. I let this picture pass me up without addressing it. So I said, let me come back on really quick. Now, this right here, this is Latisha. Obviously that's her husband right there, and then Fletcher is on the other side. So his wife is probably there. Marceau and Kimmy is probably there. I'm not sure whether, I think this is when they were out in California, when they got those rental cars or whatever. I think this is where they were. I'm not sure. And then it was also a little video that circulated that I also posted where they was on a boat dancing and stuff. I think this is that trip. But I just wanted to address Latisha here. Now, obviously, we already talked about her gaining weight, and As we can see, she has definitely gained a lot of weight, and she needs to stop right here, right now, before she end up looking like Miss Wanda. Now, ain't nothing wrong with being heavy. If that's what you comfortable with, it's fine. So I'm not dissing that, but I'm just saying, you got to know what to wear and what not to wear. Okay, just because it's in the store, you can't wear it. It's a whole bunch of stuff in the store that I wouldn't look good in, but it's cute. It would be cute on someone else. It'll be cute on someone with a smaller figure, whatever. And we got to know that as women. We got to know that. Now, this, she shouldn't have bought. She shouldn't have bought it. She should never have it on, because she's chunky right now. She chunky. As simple as that. And it's okay to be chunky, but you can't wear something like this. Look at her gut. She better stop eating right now. She better address the elephant in the room or in her head, or if you're not going to address the elephant in the room, don't go buy stuff like this to wear while you chunky. I mean, I'm chunky a little bit. Everybody eat during the holidays, especially, you know what I mean? But I only get so far, and then I'll be like, I got to start working out again, all right? I got to hop on my Peloton real quick, 30 minutes every day or whatever. But, no. Why does she have this on? She needs to quit. She needs to stop right here, right now, before she get out of hand, and it's going to be hard to get that weight off. Don't you agree? Like, it'll be hard to get the weight off if she go any bigger. And it's hard because you really, really got to dedicate time and effort to get weight off. Exercising, eating right. And then, when you got kids and working and all this, it's hard. It's really, really hard to do. You got to be dedicated. And that's the best word I can say. You got to be dedicated. And when you put on your jeans and your pants won't button up real good, that should give you, like, the ammunition to do it. But yeah, I just wanted to address this. She, if you didn't know, now you know. She is chunky. I see why she thought she was pregnant, but she knows she wasn't pregnant because her husband had a vasectomy. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to address this picture. Like I said, please drop down the comments, like, subscribe, notifications. Bye.